Good morning, guys. I thought today I would take you on a walk with me, but first, I wanted to check my morning blood sugar to see where I'm at. It is 7 a.m. and I've already got the lancet or the strip in there ready to go, and my lancet ready to go. I can't get it in there. I need to wake up, but my lancet in there, and so let's get this and see what it says. 2, 3. All right, got me some blood. Let's see what. Oops, there we go. Well, I'm bad at this, ain't I? All right, so it's 81. A great blood sugar. All right, perfect. All right. Well, my morning glucose is pristine, I would say, and I'm ready to go on my walk. And I hope you are too. Let's get going. All right, it's good to be on this walk with you guys. I want to make this video to give you a little more insight on me and my backstory. And in a previous video of mine, I talked about how we all have struggles, and we do. And I'm going to touch on one of my struggles in this video. And so, here we are. It's a little bit of a cold day out here. It's in the 30s, but it's not too terribly bad. So you guys who might be up in the north might be laughing. Well, 30s aren't bad. It's negative something here, so I'm counting my blessings on that. All right. Well, guys, let me just tell you something. About a year before I was diagnosed with my diabetes, so I'd say about 2021, I came to the realization mentally that I had a problem with eating. And I knew it over the years, but it really became very blatant and obvious to me in 2021. To the point where, up here, I knew it. And I couldn't stop, though. I did what some other people, do, and I didn't realize I was not alone in this, which is why I'm sharing that now, is that, I would go to the store and get like a box of those little Debbie snack cakes, and there's like, 12 of those in a box, depending on what you get, I guess. And I would eat those whole things in one sitting, and then hide the wrappers in the box so that nobody would even know that I did that. I mean, if you looked at me, you could tell something was going on, because I was no skinny mini, that's for sure. And I knew mentally, man, this isn't right. And it was conviction, because, God tells us to not be gluttons. And so, and I finally told God, I said, God, I realize what I'm doing is not good, but I can't stop. I need help. And about a year passed, and I still couldn't stop doing it. And I thought, man, no answer's coming. But then I got the diagnosis of diabetes. And it's funny. And no, I'm not saying God just, cursed me with diabetes. No, I brought it on myself. However, he knew what my response would be to that diagnosis, and look what happened. It woke me up. I turned around and I stopped doing that. Almost, it was like instantaneously. The fear got me. And so, you know what? I'm so thankful for that answered prayer, because now I've stopped doing that. And my family don't even know I was doing that, and well, I briefly spoke about it with my sister a couple weeks ago when she came to visit me, but it was more because I knew I was going to be making this video, and there's some shame and embarrassment to it, and I just want you to know that if you're doing that right now, or if you've done that in the past, it's easy to say, don't be ashamed, it's or embarrassing, it's addiction, and it's true, but there is, and it's hard for me to even admit it now that that's what I was doing, even though I don't do it no more. And so if you're like that, if you're doing that now, you're not alone. And there's nothing, there's nothing wrong with you, as in, you're not the only one out there doing it. There is something wrong in the fact that, you're addicted to it, just like I was. And I say was, I will always say that I am a carb and sugar addict, because I feel like if I ever stupidly went back to it, it would wake up again and I would probably find myself back in that same situation. So, in that sense, I'm still a carb sugar addict, but I'm not crippled by it anymore. You know? And you don't have to be either, okay? It's going to take some time. Not everyone's going to have the fear that just, you know, paralyzes them and causes them to hyper focus and just get after it. And that's okay. That's okay. You're watching this video maybe, and if you haven't started yet, if you're watching this video, it's got to mean that, you know, you at least want to, and that's a start. Because you got to want to. Any addiction, no matter what it is, you have to want to break that addiction. Nobody can break it for you. It's the same with anything. Smoking, drinking. Your family members love you. They want you to quit, but they can't do it for you. And until you want to break that addiction, it's not going to happen, you know? And even when you start wanting to, it's a struggle at that point too. So, I'm here for you, and I'm letting you know, you're not the only one out there. And don't be ashamed. It's easy to say that, you know, but don't be, you know. Most of us watching this video are there, you know, so, or have been there. So, that is a little bit of my backstory. And then a struggle that I have now, and I still have, even after a year and a half of eating this way. No, I don't struggle with cravings, you know, but I do struggle with eating to hunger and not to a time clock. And that's crazy to me, because here's the thing. I eat one meal a day, sometimes two, depends, but usually it's one meal a day. So you think, oh, you've got a grip on eating to your hunger. Well, no, I don't. My mind just went to, hey, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's been 24 hours, time to eat. And you know what? And I would just listen to that voice. I'm like, okay, it's time to eat, go eat, you know? And then I realized one day, I'm eating, I'm not even really hungry. You know, so I'm realizing that I still eat 2 o'clock. And here's the thing about it. I gotta switch hands, guys, so hold on with me. Here's the thing about that, though. You know? When my mind starts telling me, hey, it's time to eat, it's like that. My mind does not shut up. And it's not hunger. It's just a mental, hey, it's been 24 hours, you need to eat. So that is something that I am still struggling with. Because fasting is healthy. And it's definitely needed if you are a diabetic or have any insulin resistance. But once you get that under control and or even reversed, you know, it's healthy to start having fasting as a natural thing and not a forced thing. So eating 1 meal a day for me is a natural thing for me. I do fine. I'm not forcing myself to make it 24 hours. But in reality, I'm still not doing it naturally, because I eat to when my mind is telling me to eat. And my mind will not stop until I eat. So, that is something I am still working on. If you guys have conquered that part, let me know how y'all did that, you know? But I think what it is I'm going to have to start telling myself mentally that, hey, I'm going to do a 72-hour fast. Because, you know, I did that a few weeks ago. I set out to do a fast on purpose like that. And I made it to the 50-hour mark. And then I was truly hungry. And so I ended up eating. But when I was telling myself, okay, I'm doing a 72-hour fast, my mind didn't go to the, hey, it's been 24 hours, it's time to eat, time to eat. It was like my mental was like, okay, we're going to eat, you know, in 72 hours. It's a little weird. I can't describe it. But when I'm telling myself I'm going to fast for an X amount of time, then it's like I don't have that mental struggle of, hey, it's been 24 hours, you got to eat, even if I'm not hungry. So, as bizarre as that sounds, I think that might be how I try to tackle this issue. Is just tell myself, and really try to make that 72-hour fast. But if I don't, it's not a big deal. So, I think that's what I'm going to try to do. So, you know, like today, what I ate yesterday, about, I think it was around 2:30, I ate yesterday. And so, I'm going to say, for 72 hours, I'll eat, which means, you know, 24. So what would that be, Wednesday or Thursday? I'm not good at math, I'll figure it out. Anyways, but if I don't make it, that's not a big deal. But at 2:30 this afternoon, my mind won't be telling me, hey, it's time to eat, even if I'm not hungry. Because I think the healthiest way to do this is to listen to your body. We are intelligently created. Our bodies are intelligently because we have an intelligent creator. All right. Well, I hope I didn't talk too long in this video and bore you to tears, but thank you so much, and it's been a pleasure. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.